First question. In the far back.
Hi, Alex.
What's up, Johnny?
Most people in Boston, after the last two Red Sox wins, think the series is over. You don't agree with that, do you?
No, the series is not over. I mean, it's a good baseball team, and the only guaranteed thing here is it's Game 6, right? That's it. We got to keep playing. We got to keep doing the things that we do. They're gonna do the same thing. They're not gonna quit. So we're in a good spot. I'd rather be up 2-1 than down 1-2. But understanding who the opposition is and the talent that they have, we just got to keep playing.
We'll go to the third row with Tara. We'll get you the mic, Tara.
This isn't pressing news, Alex, and apologies if you've talked about it before, but your thoughts on this goofy song, Dancing on My Own, and if you've heard it too many times to count, or if you even notice or pay attention, just what you think about it.
I tell you what, I hope I keep hearing it for like 2 or 3 more weeks or the whole off season. If that happens, that something really cool happened here at Fenway. So that's the nature of the playoffs. Every team, I bet, they have a song. Every team, they do their own thing just to keep going. It's a fun part of it, and the guys, they're enjoying it. I saw Christian Arroyo, like I said yesterday, dancing in Foxborough. That was cool. So this is part of baseball, and this is part of playoffs in sports. So I think it's cool.
And we'll go to the first row with Mark. We'll get you the microphone, Mark.
Hey, Alex, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Carlos said last night he had no problem with what Eduardo did. He said that he applauded everything he did on the field, his performance, and imitating his celebration. He said when you play that way, you deserve to do whatever you want, and he thinks baseball should trend more toward having fun. He had no problem. What do you think about that?
I mean, that's his. Actually, I didn't take it. It's more of what we do. It's not about, him doing what Correa did. It's about what we do. We don't have to react to what the opposition do, and that was why I was, I told Eddie we don't do that. Hey, we jump, we celebrate, we enjoy what we do. We play with emotion, but reacting to what the opposition what they do it doesn't. We haven't done it in the past. We're not going to start doing it now. Obviously, we have reacted after the series. The players have done that. But the series is far from over. And, just keep playing, keep your head down, keep moving forward, and try to win 4 games before they win 4. That's our goal. And then after that, if you want to do whatever you want to do, you do it.
Well, having said all that, what do you think about Carlos applauding everything he did, including the imitation?
Yeah, I mean, he's a smart individual, and I understand where he's coming from. We all understand where we at baseball-wise, kind of like playing with emotion, showing emotion, and I'm good with that, and I don't mind that. But at the same time, it wasn't actually about Correa or the Astros. It's about the Red Sox and what we do and staying in the moment and keep doing the things that we've done so far to keep moving forward.
We'll go to Dan in the first row, and then we'll go to the fourth row after.
Hey, Alex.
Hey.
Just kind of following that up a little bit, how do you get to your pitchers to where you want them mentally? Like, you could tell Eduardo was locked in right from the beginning. How difficult is that? And a guy like Nick Pivetta, how much do you want him to play on the emotion, which we saw earlier in this postseason?
I mean, Bushy and Walk and Jason, they do an amazing job with the pitching staff. They do an amazing job with the catchers. And as far as like game planning and all that, we feel good, with our program. mentally having a Chris Sale and Nate Ovaldi, been there, done that, understanding that you go championship caliber pitch from the get-go until we decide to take the ball out of their hands. That's what they preach, that's what they talk about, and that's what they understand, and that's why you see them just, pedal to the metal from the get-go. And if it's 2 innings, it's 2 innings. It's 4 innings, 4 innings, 6 innings, whatever. You come out of the bullpen, that's how we do it. That's the approach. And in the playoffs, it's not a 800-meter race. It's not even 100 meters. It's 50 meters. It's a sprint, and every inning is a sprint, and that's the way we see it. That's the way they go about it, and that's the reason. I think, you saw Eddie yesterday from the get-go throwing 94, 95. Like championship caliber pitch from the get-go and see where he takes us.
Go to the fourth row, Peyton.
Alex, en un momento determinado de la temporada, al principio, el equipo de Boston no estaba jugando bien aquí en la casa. Tú decías que Boston necesitaba jugar mucho mejor que en la ruta. ¿Cuál ha sido la clave que este equipo luce tan imponente jugando aquí en Fenway Park?
Yo creo que poco a poco, mientras seguían admitiendo fanáticos, nos ayudó. Pero esa serie contra Tampa, la segunda serie de la temporada, nos puso en una buena situación. Perdemos 3 contra Baltimore, no se vio muy bien, y después vino Tampa, que era de los mejores equipos de las Grandes Ligas. Jugaron en la Serie Mundial el año pasado y los barrimos. Y como que cogimos confianza. Ofensivamente hablando, obviamente es un estadio diferente, pero yo creo que poquito a poco, mientras más fanáticos vinieron, más difícil se le ponía al oponente, y obviamente uno siente el calor de ellos y te da entusiasmo.
Viendo lo que es el line-up del equipo de Boston, por primera vez en mucho tiempo tiene un line-up estable. O sea, estamos viendo esta postemporada que el line-up casi es igual a diario. ¿Cuál ha sido la diferencia a ese line-up que prácticamente lo hacías tú como un match-up en la temporada regular, ahora en postemporada?
Que no nos hemos enfrentado a muchos zurdos, y que los zurdos que nos hemos enfrentado, Dougie está haciendo mucho mejor trabajo de lo que hizo en la temporada regular. Ese era el ajuste que hacíamos, ¿verdad? Contra los zurdos jugamos a Bobby. Creo que nos enfrentamos a 37 zurdos en la segunda parte de la temporada, así que había que hacer el ajuste. Alex no tuvo muy buena temporada contra los zurdos, así que hacíamos lo que teníamos que hacer para protegerlo. Pero ahora, de la manera que Alex está swingando el bate, ha sido impresionante. Está bateándole a los zurdos, a los derechos. Por casualidad nos encontramos esta alineación también. Por la lesión de JD en Atlanta tuvimos que hacer algunos ajustes, y ahora tenemos esta alineación que nos sentimos muy cómodos con ella.
Go to the third row, Tyler, on your right, Alex.
Alex, Nick Pivetta pitched pretty well against you guys, as I recall, for the Phillies back in 2018. But he was kind of up and down overall with Philadelphia, and he was better here. What do you remember about him? What do you think has made him better here, and what did you see that you liked so much in that Tampa series?
I think stuff-wise, he was good in the past, right? With the Phillies. I think Brock hit a homer, right? Or something like that. Whatever. But he pitched well. One thing I told him in spring training, I'm like, you're going to get the ball every 5 days. Regardless of the results, we trust you. We like your stuff. So don't worry about results. Just get ready every 5 days, go out there and do your thing. And he's been amazing. Forget about the numbers, but there's been certain starts throughout the season that we needed him to step up and perform. And there was one in Tampa, there was one in Oakland. After he came out from the COVID IL in Chicago, he was good. So he's a good one. Stuff-wise, he's one of the best that we have. It's just a matter of using his stuff the right way. We're very happy with the way he performed in the regular season. In the playoffs, he was amazing against the Rays. He was really good. He showed a lot of emotion, which is cool. But forget the emotion. The stuff was really, really good. And we're looking forward for him to go out there and have fun and go out there and perform and give us a chance to win.
Take two last ones in the left center aisle.
Alex, everyone pretty much knows what you were expecting to get from Kyle Schwarber when the trade was made. And he's performed, obviously. But then you got the playoff game against Tampa and the error. And then afterwards, the makes the play and really lightened up a really tightly wound baseball nation here. Can you tell me what he's brought besides what we knew he was bringing and what that exemplified?
He's a great teammate. And when he was rehabbing, when we pulled a trade, we were in Tampa. I still remember that day. We were in Tampa going over their pitching staff, and he wasn't afraid. He wasn't afraid to speak up. You know, he talked about certain pitchers and talk about our hitters, what he saw from afar, and the things that we can do. And since day one, he's been amazing. Good in the clubhouse, hard worker, takes care of himself. You know, in the training room, in the weight room. And I'm happy that he's playing first base for us.
And we'll finish up with Matt.
Alex, I saw where you said that the only way Chris wouldn't start tomorrow is if you needed him for an inning tonight. Is there a specific, when you're talking about Chris, what would constitute a need? Is it a matchup? Is it a specific situation? Is it extra innings? What would constitute in Chris's case a need to use him?
Yeah, I mean, sorry, I'm going to have to answer the question like this, but the game will dictate what we do with him. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen in 9 innings or 10 innings or 11 innings. The one thing I can tell you, everybody's available, but then the game will dictate what we do with our pitchers.
Alex, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a good one.
The Astros will be in here at 5, 5:15, and 5:30. We'll be with